Hi, I'm Mara, and this is tropetrinitytrilogy, and today I'll be listing things you should not say to writers, or at least me. So I would like to thank my sister Sarah for participating in this video with me. But yeah, she was really fun to work with, even if she forgot that she was supposed to be filming a video at times and would just stare at me and laugh. But other than that, she was great help, and she also has a blog that's called Chasing Serendipity, and I recommend you check it out if you want to read inspiring little articles that motivate you to do things in your life, unlike me, who just rambles about fictional things and does nothing else. Also, though, some of her stuff is related to her goals with writing, so that's fun. She's a writer too. But yeah, anyway, let's just get right into this list. These are things about that I tried to think of things that annoy me personally, or that might annoy you if you ask me them personally. However, I will say that if you say any of these things, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're evil, I don't like you anymore. And all these are a bit exaggerated, and I won't hold anything against you if you say them. So let's get to it. Number one.
Hey, what you doing?
Oh, I'm writing a book.
Oh, I've been thinking about writing a book.
Really? Oh my gosh, really? What do you want to write about? Okay, we need to be writing buddies. Okay, sit here. There's not enough room. Just sit right here on top of me. Okay, we're gonna start your novel right now. So we'll open a new page, and okay, what is it about? Or would you rather outline first? Here, I have note cards.
Let's start with that.
We can be the best writing buddies ever. I would die for you. Okay, if someone ever tried to prevent you from finishing your novel, I would die to protect your novel, okay? No, write it now. Don't tell me you want to write a book if you don't mean it. Not because I'll get annoyed by you and to be like, oh, you were belittling my passion and thinking of it as just something for fun where I think of this as a future career. No, don't say it to me because I'm crazy and I will expect you to be just as passionate about it as me, and I will declare us writing buddies and ask you tons of annoying questions that you haven't thought through yet. Number two.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I haven't slept in 6 days because I've been doing homework, but I think I might pass one of my second classes.
That's encouraging. I was gonna say, how's your story going along?
So I haven't worked on it in a while because I have so many classes, so.
Oh, that's disappointing. Are you sure you're prioritizing the right stuff?
Well, I'm paying thousands of dollars to be in college, so I should probably pass these first, and I can always write after I graduate, so.
Failure's words. Anyways, I'll be here for when you want to publish that book or work on your YouTube channel.
Okay. Have you finished yet? I am a full-time student and I haven't gotten to put as much time into writing as I would like. However, that doesn't keep people from asking me, have I finished the book yet? Or am I ready to publish? And all that stuff. And it's like, no. I am desperately trying not to fail all my classes. And when I keep getting asked by family members if I finished, it just makes me feel bad. And I know I could be doing better. But college is hard, and I'm just trying not to fail, man. So when someone asks me constantly and was like, oh, why haven't you finished yet? Yeah, it's like, please, let me graduate first. I am not that good at school that I can write an entire novel at the same time. So, yeah. Number three.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Ink Blots and Plots. Today, I'm going to be interviewing author Laura. So, Laura, tell me, what's the name of your story?
So this story is called, I couldn't think of a title of this book.
How original. Now, I noticed that you had a lot of great characters and a lot of really good plot lines, and I really wanted to highlight all of your interesting details by asking you, how would you sort the main character in the Harry Potter universe?
So I would say Ravenclaw.
Okay, and then her love interest?
A Hufflepuff?
Oh, yes. All very good. And now, what would you say would her Patronus be? Because I know she had a very strong connection with her family's pet cat, but at the same time, she had this inner strength that reminded me a lot of a phoenix. And I was wondering, what would your interpretation be?
Yes.
That wasn't a yes or no question, but I'm assuming you mean a cat phoenix, which would be mind-bogglingly cool. I hope J.K. Rowling's hearing all about this. Now, while we have you in the chair, I couldn't help but notice that the villain was very soul-sucking, like a Dementor. Would you compare his fortress to Azkaban?
I wouldn't really say it's anything like Azkaban.
Well, you know, energy-wise. I know it took place underneath the ocean in the middle of the Pacific near Hawaii, but like Azkaban.
No, not really. It's
I don't see your vision, but to each his own. Now, back to the more important questions. If you were to rate the Harry Potter characters,
this doesn't have anything to do with my book.
It does.
No,
as the most likely to defeat your villain. What order would you put them in?
Dobby. And then everyone else would fail and die.
Interesting. You heard it here first, folks. Dobby's coming back.
I think I have to go now. This one is something more of when people are asking authors questions, and it slightly annoys me when the only questions you ask, or the majority, are all related to Harry Potter. When it's, oh, what house are you in? What house is each of your main characters in? Which Harry Potter character is your character most like? And all that sort of stuff. I get that it can be fun, and if I go into the conversation knowing, hey, we're going to have a Harry Potter themed questionnaire, I'm cool with that. But if the only time you ever want to talk about my book is relating it to Harry Potter or another super popular book, I'm going to feel like that's the only book you're really interested in, and that I should probably give up now because I will never be able to live up to it. Number 4.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and welcome to my BookTube channel. Today we're reviewing Zenith, which is by the amazing Sasha Alsberg. And was it also co-written by another booktuber? How would I know? Because I can't read.
This one isn't as much as something you say to a writer or author as much as something people say when they're reviewing a book. And that is when a book is reviewed by multiple people, but you only bother to name one of the more famous authors. And I've seen this a lot with Zenith, so I gave this specific example of that. And it bothers me when people say it's by Sasha Alsberg, but do not mention Lindsay Cummings. I get you might have picked it up because you watched Sasha on the Book to Utopia, but Lindsay worked just as hard as it, and it comes off as disrespectful when people are like, this is by Sasha Alsberg and someone else, but I didn't bother to look up their name. That just bothers me. It comes off as disrespectful because both people worked really hard on the book and they both deserve credit. I don't care if you don't like the book. You name everyone who wrote it unless they have like a pseudonym where they combine their names. But yeah, this goes for every book where there's multiple authors, not just this one. This is just the example that I gave. Number 5.
Hey, what you doing?
I'm writing a book. It's a, it's a novel.
Oh, well, what's it about?
Let me tell you what it's about.
Short synopsis.
So, okay, I'll keep it real quick. So, the protagonist, 12 years before the beginning of the book, her parents were
Before the beginning of the book?
Yes. You need to know this. Anyway, so her parents were married and they went to the zoo, but then a tiger escaped and ate her mom or her dad. I haven't decided yet. Or maybe both of them. But anyway, so they got eaten by a tiger, so she has a fear of tigers. But she can also transform into a lion, so she feels conflicted because they're both large felines. Anyway, so she ends up going to the school for the feline gifted, and she meets this person who also has like a scorpion ability. But the reason he's in the school is because he got kicked out of that one, and the feline school is the most nice. Anyway, he has like a scorpion tail that comes off his butt. So it makes wearing pants really hard.
Oh yeah,
if you know what I mean.
I can imagine. You know what else is really hard?
The villain's muscles.
Listening to this, I think I just heard someone call me.
But I didn't tell you about the villain's tragic backstory in his childhood where everyone abused him.
Oh, you just said it right there. That's all I need to know.
But
listen, I'll read it. I'll read it. When you finish it, I'll buy it and I'll read it and I'll support you. But I think I hear someone paging me.
I didn't tell you about.
Yes.
I didn't even tell you the inciting incident. What's your story about? Again, this is one of those I'm crazy, and I will constantly give you little tidbits about my story for the rest of your life, no matter how much you don't want to know it. And also, especially when I first think of a story, I don't really have a synopsis to tell people. So what I'm going to tell you is very chaotic. Sometimes I might say things that I regret because I'm like, that might be a spoiler. So yeah, I'm very messy, and I might talk your ear off and tell you more than you actually care to hear. Number 6.
What you doing?
I'm working on my novel. This is actually the 3rd revision, so it's almost done and ready for publishing.
That's awesome. What type of publishing do you want to do?
I was thinking self-publishing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard self-publishing can be kind of unprofessional. Like,
What
without
do you
all
mean?
the editors and like business marketing team, and then like, without all that extra support, books tend to not reach a certain level. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm gonna hire a professional editor.
Right. And they're gonna help you with marketing?
No, I'll do the marketing.
Okay.
I'm gonna get back to my writing now.
Right. Good luck with that.
Thanks. And number 7.
Hey there. Wow, that's some aggressive typing.
No, sorry, I just got excited. I'm almost done my final draft of my book.
Oh, nice. So what are you going to do once it's finished?
I'm gonna query it because I'm planning on traditional publishing.
Oh. How traditional.
Yeah, I like the business model, and I think it will help me to have people working with me since I can't afford all the editors and
Yes, and then it'll suck the soul straight out of you in your stories as they steal all your rights.
All
All creativity will leave you.
I'm pretty sure
The world will become a shell, and you'll just be forced to be their dancing monkey.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
I'm sure you'll be fine. But just remember, you are selling your soul.
Okay. Kind of go hand in hand, and that's when you say self-published books are unprofessional, or you say that traditionally published books are elitist and take away all your rights to your book. As someone who hasn't published yet and am not entirely sure which route I want to go, but I am considering being a hybrid, hearing both these sides just comes off as bad information to me, and it makes me paranoid about both sides because I'm like, oh, I'll self-publish and I can't afford all the expenses of it, and no one will buy my book, and I'll fail and die, or I'll traditionally publish and I'll lose all the rights to my book and they'll change it. But neither of those things are true. I mean, you can obviously flop with both of them, but if you do it correctly, these shouldn't be issues, and everyone's just making me paranoid. And just spread the love. Stop hating on the different types of publishing and spread the love. And finally, number 8. This one is going back at the authors. When I express that I'm interested in hearing about people's books and I would like to know about them, and or I would like to get to know the authors, but instead of them being like, oh hey, how's it going? My book is about this, I think you might like it, or I'm like to write this genre, someone just sends me a link to something. Everyone just sends links, so you're kind of just gonna blend in with everyone else. And I'm not really your book's not gonna stand out to me. But if you're like, oh hey, I would love for you to read my book, it's this genre, and here's a link if you want to check it out more, or here's a link to about my book video. That is a lot more interesting to me than just sending a link with no other words. Because to be honest, that isn't very personable, so it just doesn't make your book stand out. And obviously, authors aren't that annoying where they're spamming it like in the video clip, however. And it's not really an issue as much as I'm asking because I want to get to know people, make friends. And if you just send me a link, then I'm just gonna see a link and be like, okay, well, I don't have that much money to spend, so I'll probably spend on this author who talked to me over the one who just sent a link. So that's more of a tip to actually get me interested. It doesn't have to be that much, but it will make you stand out if I do ask about hearing people's books. So yeah, all of them besides the last one were things that people say to writers that or at least me, that either annoys me or will end with them being very annoyed. So I would like to thank my sister Sarah for participating in this video with me. Here's her little disclaimer.
Hi there. As you might have just witnessed, I was playing a character on Laura's YouTube channel, and I want you all to know I do not think 90% of the things I've said purely because I was saying them for the skit.
You know, everyone who watched this isn't gonna assume you actually believe these things.
You know, you've said that like 6 times and it hasn't made me feel any different. So thank you for tuning in. This is not my acting reel, because I don't act. I just try to help.
This was just a fun little video. It's not that serious, so if you do any of these, this isn't something that will bother me. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'll just be like, okay, moving on. But yeah, and sorry if I'm annoying if you ask me any of the ones where I am the annoying one. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this fun little video. And again, don't take it too seriously. Won't hold anything against you, and I'm not actually that crazy. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.